They may have not necessarily told you everything that's going on in their life, but it may be causing them to lack energy, drive, passion, and confidence. You know, this person could be wanting everything to be perfect all the time. Like I said, this could be someone who really rehearses and practices and plans and strategize how they're going to communicate with you. It takes them a lot more work than you realize. Just like you getting ready or looking perfect, super tidy, super clean around the home, whatever, that takes a lot of work, and they may not realize how much work you put into that. So you may have your own level of standard that everything needs to be perfect, and they are the same. This needs to be absolutely well thought out and perfect and planned, because maybe they struggle and it's a little more work for them, and you put in so much work into whatever else you do as well. You both may get so exhausted at times, and it's like if you're not functioning at the level of standard you kind of hold yourself to, the confidence won't be there fully. So you may not want to see them on those days. They may not want to see you on those days where they're not feeling the greatest about themselves, their performance, their abilities, their skills, their intelligence, whatever it is. So you may not even realize this person could actually be quite obsessed with you. You could be quite obsessed with them. And it's like they may not show it on the outside. You may not realize it, but you may not show it on the outside either. You may act super stable, super secure with yourself. You may keep yourself busy with other things. And you may actually do the same thing to them without realizing it, okay? We have, in my mind, I can do no wrong, so they may not even realize they're doing anything wrong. You may get mad at them, you may get upset with them because they're acting cold and detached and super independent, and they may not actually see anything wrong with it. So it may take them some time to really learn you and your emotions and how you feel, because they may not realize that this is causing you distress. They may not realize that it's stressing you out. They just could be that type that does not show emotions on the outside, but look, on the inside, they're actually like crazy for you. They're obsessed. They feel pulled and drawn to you. They feel so intensely for you. It even scares them at times. So they put in a lot of work into how they come across, and you caught them on some days that they weren't performing well, and they really took it to heart, so they pulled back. Now they're trying to prove a point to themselves that they're independent, they don't actually need anybody, they're okay to be alone, and that's so that they can protect themselves. And you're not happy during this moment. You have to wait. You're overthinking. Why are they acting like this? But that's coming to an end, okay? Somebody may completely change. So if this person is acting some way, maybe they're stoic, maybe they're detached, maybe they're not showing emotion and they're not being vulnerable with you, that's going to change. They will show you that. Same with you. If you're not showing them or letting your hair down or letting it all hang out, that's going to change. You will change. Both of you are going to get to know each other deeper, and you're going to show each other all parts of you. And that's exactly what both of you need. Virgo, welcome to your reading. Please keep in mind that these are general, so not all of the messages will resonate to a T. Now let's jump into your channeled message, Virgo. Virgo, for you, it was showing me a very beautiful, pretty feminine energy, but this can be you as a man, it doesn't matter. They were trying on different shades of lipstick. I saw them trying on different lashes. It was just like back to back to back, but it was kind of giving me a vibe that it was different times. It just seemed like it was like side to side to side. It's like different shades, different things, different cosmetics. And it was giving me an energy of changing her look, changing her appearance. I even saw like hair color changing, hairstyle changing. And it was giving me energy of this feminine energy is seeing someone or going on dates. So she's trying to look her best, or in an appealing way, or an exciting, or look exciting each time. So really putting in a lot of effort, trying to look different each time, maybe changing up her look every single time. And it was giving me energy of each time trying something new. Okay, so I'm hearing the word vibrant, and that makes me feel like she's trying to look fresh or new or different each time. Now, this kind of gave me some questions. I'm like, why? Why do you need to do all of this? This seems like a lot of work. Seems like it seems like it requires a lot of creativity, a lot of brain power, always thinking of like, what am I going to do now? I'm going to do a completely different look than the next time, and I need to make sure it's different and it's new and it's exciting. So that's a lot of work. It was giving me an energy of a masculine that's kind of stoic. So stoic means it's somebody who doesn't really show a lot of emotion on their face, and they seem just like flatlined. It's just kind of like, maybe they seem bored, maybe they seem kind of like meh. They're not really showing any passionate kind of emotions. They're not showing excitement. They're not showing happiness. You could even mistake someone who's stoic as someone who, it's like they're brooding, or there's something on their mind, but they won't let you in. So there's a masculine that, doesn't show a lot of expression on their face. They don't tend to show that they're impressed. They don't tend to show that they're super like obsessed, infatuated, in love, passionate. They won't show that. It's just kind of like bland. Now, you can resonate with the man in the story, and you can be a feminine, and some of you will be men and you will resonate with the feminine in the story. So it doesn't matter, flip it, switch it how you need to, but one of you feels like they're doing all these things, trying to keep it fresh, trying to keep it new, trying to keep it exciting, wanting to look different each time or appear different each time. They're doing a lot, okay? And a lot of it is because the other person could seem like they don't really show a lot of emotion on their face, and that may be giving the other person the impression that they're bored or they don't feel anything, okay? So you'll be one of these people. And I see at some point this feminine kind of just gives up or crashes out, and she's exhausted. I see her kind of in like slobby, home clothes, where you wear stuff at home. You don't care what you wear. You don't care if your hair's messy. You don't care if you haven't showered or you haven't shaven, because you're just at home, right? So I see her getting to that point, like almost letting herself go, because she's so exhausted and she's crashing out. So she feels emotional. She feels tired. She's breaking down. And it's because she's trying all of these things to look a certain way, or to catch this person's attention, or get some kind of a reaction out of them, maybe to get some kind of grand expression or grand, I don't know, something. They want to see something from this person. And it's not until this person is looking kind of natural, maybe messy, maybe barefaced, maybe a little sloppy, just exhausted, maybe her hair's messy. It's not until she gets to this point where she's feeling very weak, very vulnerable, very exhausted. Maybe she feels like she's let herself go. She doesn't have the energy to try anymore. And she may even get to a point where she kind of breaks down, whether it's metaphorical or it's literal. So that breaking down can be just, I don't know, maybe you do break down. Maybe you break down to this person that you're seeing. Whatever it is, it's not until somebody does this that I actually see that this man comes up to the feminine and in a very nurturing way kind of starts to warm up to her finally. Okay? So finally, it's like a moment of weakness. This woman gives up, or she feels like she doesn't have the energy to do this anymore. Nothing's working. I'm tired. She's in a vulnerable spot and a more natural state. Okay, natural. Maybe when you're not trying so hard, maybe where the real you is coming out, where maybe you don't have that energy to be all perfect all the time. And maybe you're just in pajamas or sweats and a messy bun. Maybe it's a situation where, yeah, it's like you don't have the energy or the time anymore to do all of that for this person, and you may just kind of let yourself go, metaphorically. It's almost like that's what makes this person warm up to you. Okay? There's something about, yeah, because she's vulnerable, because she's upset. There's something about seeing the real you makes them feel safe, makes them more comfortable. Okay? Seeing the real you without all the extra stuff, without trying so hard, without, I don't know, looking so beautiful, so perfect. And I see it's something about being comfortable. So maybe it's something about they get more comfortable with time. They get more comfortable with seeing her in her natural state. Maybe they get more comfortable with her being more of herself, or even with her being more vulnerable because she's like more upset. She's letting those emotions come out. She's being vulnerable. Maybe it's about showing weakness too. Like it could be one of those things, could be a couple, could be all of them. There's something about this more vulnerable state, more natural state, that makes this person feel safe and more comfortable. Whereas there's something about when you're too perfect, beautiful, the beautiful, perfect version of yourself, it's almost like it makes them guarded. It makes them maybe even intimidated. Okay, this could be for someone who's very attractive and you put a lot of effort into your appearance, or maybe you're a masculine, same thing. You could put a lot of effort into your appearance, your clothes, or it's the way you carry yourself. You're trying to act like your best, most perfect self, totally Virgo energy. Your best, most perfect self. And you're acting all perfect and you're being the perfect man or the perfect woman, all these gestures, all these little favors, all these little things. And it takes a lot of energy, doesn't it? Some of you, like I said, you could be the man in the situation as a woman. Some of you will be a man and you resonate with the feminine in the situation. And some of you may find that you guys are mirroring each other. You both can be in this energy, especially if both of you have Virgo placements. Some of you will be a cross watcher for a Virgo. Both of you can still be doing this without knowing. So you may feel like this sometimes. They may feel like this sometimes. It's like a lot of energy is being put into being the most perfect, best version of themselves for the other person. And when you're doing all of this, one, it's not to say that it isn't your natural self. You could actually be these things and these traits, but it's forced. It's more forced. It's more putting on a show because you're really trying to woo each other, or this person's really trying to woo you, or you're really trying to woo them. Maybe you're trying to woo each other in different ways. Feminine could be doing it with her looks. The masculine could be doing it with looks and, being a gentleman, doing all these things, all these favors, all the things that they put thought into. Remembering your favorite meal or your favorite coffee or your sizes and buying you things. Like that all takes a lot of brain power. It takes a lot of thought. It takes a lot of energy on top of whatever else you have going on in your life. Maybe you got children, you got school, you got your career, you got extra activities on the side that you do, hobbies. There's a lot. If both of you are both very busy people, and on top of that, you're putting all this energy and thought into these, extravagant versions of yourselves to woo each other, I feel that it can get exhausting. And one of you may feel like the other doesn't show emotions on their face. Maybe it's how they are naturally. They're normally like that. Or maybe it's just because they're guarded and it's new and they're still not comfortable yet to be themselves. But it's weird. It's like when they see you or you see this person in their more authentic, natural, maybe we want to call it ugliest, laziest, sloppiest self, or most vulnerable self, where they're upset and they're moody and maybe they're expressing their true emotions. Maybe they're being, like I said, moody or a tantrum, or even crying. There's something about that being your truest self, or them being their truest self. It really helps bring the other out of their shell. It really helps bring down the defenses in the other person. It makes them warm up to you, or you warm up to them. It makes both of you more comfortable around each other. Because yeah, the other stuff gets exhausting. So you or them or both could be finding yourselves to feel so exhausted at times where you don't have the energy to keep it up. Okay, yeah, that's pretty normal. I feel like sometimes we need our alone time. We need time to recharge. You could be that way, or they could be that way. They need that time to recharge. So you may find that either they become maybe pulled back or stoic, or they're not showing as much passion because they could actually be getting exhausted. They could be exhausting themselves. You could be exhausting yourself in different ways as well. It could be very mirrored. And yeah, it's like it's going to come to a point where you guys are going to show your true selves, your most real, raw, ugly self. Okay, not that you guys are ugly, but you know what I mean. You know, being ugly at home in peace, that type of self. Until you guys get to that point where you show each other your ugly, your flaws, the stinky morning breath or dirty hair or whatever it is, the mess around the house, that's when you guys are really going to open up, warm up, get closer. Because right now it's like both of you or one of you is just like, oh my God, I'm doing all these things. I can't keep it up all the time. It's a lot. I'm tired. I got these other things. And the other could be exhausted because it's like, I'm not getting the passion that I was getting from them in the beginning. And you're getting tired, or they're getting tired, whatever. I'll let you place it where it belongs. But both of you could very much be feeling like this. Maybe you'll feel better about yourself once you see their true self. And they'll feel better about themselves once they see your true self. Because right now, when you guys are acting super perfect and done up, and it kind of makes one of you or both of you, it puts pressure on you that now you need to be perfect too. There's that. And that's so Virgo. Virgos are like, they need to be perfect. Everything needs to be just right. And they're very critical on themselves. So if they don't feel up to par, they may be that type that pulls away. Maybe they need alone time. Maybe they're not as in communication with you because they're not feeling good about themselves that day. Okay, they're going through their health problems, or they broke out all over their face, or they're tired. They don't have the energy to be Mr. Perfect or Mrs. Perfect that day or that week. All right, so that's what I'm getting for you. Let's get started. All right, Virgo, so let's pull some oracles for you. Oracles for my Virgos. We have trust. It says, leap into the unknown, have faith, and move forward. Believe you will fly. Okay, so an energy of needing to have trust in the universe. There is something about taking a leap of faith into a next phase or chapter and needing to have trust. So it may not be easy for you or them. Maybe you have doubts at times. Maybe you overthink. There's something about needing to have trust that it will be successful. You will be taken care of by universe. And having that belief in yourself, in your own abilities, maybe even in your self-confidence, because I am getting a lot of mention about confidence in this reading. So that could be something, believing in oneself, having confidence. And then we have hold your vision with the fixed moon. So yeah, this is definitely about being patient, trusting in the process, trusting in your manifestations, and believing in yourself. So there's definitely doubts here. There's definitely anxiety. There's definitely overthinking about someone not being on the same page or not feeling the same, or if something's even going to happen. There's definitely those types of thoughts in the reading. And so you're being asked to trust the process, trust in your ability to start this new cycle, believe in yourself, and hold your vision. Okay, stick to the plan, be consistent, and yeah, just wait. There's something about needing to wait. There's something about needing to wait and have a little patience, okay, and trust the process. So let's get started. So starting off the reading, we do have the Seven of Cups, which is, it can be a bit of overthinking. Okay, this is a lot of different things, reasons, possibilities, situations. Someone could be making up scenarios in their head. They could be thinking of all the different possibilities with someone. They could also be thinking of all the different reasons why someone is acting a certain way or what's really happening with them. So there's so many different things. Some of them could be like made up scenarios that you're making up. Others of them, it's like maybe overthinking or coming up with different things in your head. And I see that somebody is hoping that things get better. They are hoping that they can move past this with someone. You know, things may be feeling a little choppy right now, or maybe coming up in the future, you're going to reach a point where things get a little turbulent with your emotions. Maybe there's a lot of thinking here, a lot of fantasizing what's going on with someone. Why are they acting this way? What's going on? Blah, blah, blah. And so someone's really hoping that they can move past this phase in some kind of a connection. They want to move past things. Some of you, there could have even been conflict here between you guys, and maybe one of you is hoping, I hope we can move past this. Someone is thinking of different ways that they can do this, or they're thinking of the different reasons why this happened, why someone's acting a certain way, blah, 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 blah. And I see an energy of the Nine of Pentacles. So someone is acting quite independent. They're acting like they don't need anybody. Maybe someone feels like this person is not acting like they need me. They're treating me like they don't need me, or they're treating me like they're doing their own thing. They don't think of me. They're just super independent. And this may cause somebody to eventually kind of lose control and lash out. Either it's making someone want to speak up and say something about this. Maybe someone's voicing their feelings, or it may actually make someone lash out. So, because in the beginning over here, it kind of looks like there's already some kind of issue where there's overthinking, there's trying to think of different ways or reasons why, and hoping that you guys can move past things, whether it's you hoping this or it's them hoping this. But one of you is acting super independent. It's like, I don't need you, or I don't think of you that much, or I'm doing my own thing and I'm content. And this may actually irritate somebody. Okay? So if someone is doing this to you, I also see possibility that you may also do the same thing in the future. And they could be the ones that lash out. Maybe you're saying something to them about this energy. You might do it in the future. They might lash out, or they might say something to you about it. It's very mirrored. Okay, so both of you may end up mirroring each other. You may become independent for your own reasons, and they may be independent from you for their own reasons. I feel like neither of you know exactly why, but you both have your reasons, and it could be something to do about passion, energy, confidence. Okay, that could be the reason why, because that's in the center of the spread today. So this whole reading has to do with confidence, okay, energy, passion, an energy of someone going for what they want. Okay, so there's that. This is all happening because of that. Could be lack of energy, lack of confidence at times. And this may cause the passion or the level of passion to kind of dwindle down at times. And when this happens, either it happens with you at times and then other times it happens with them, I feel like both of you overthink. Both of you may kind of start, I want to say hallucinating, but it's not quite. It's more like just coming up with all these different reasons and scenarios of like why. What could really be happening with the both of you? Or this is you. You could be thinking of this with them. What's really happening with them? What are they really thinking? How are they really feeling? Like you kind of go into fantasy mode, okay? Scenario mode. So this may cause someone to lash out, or it may cause someone to say something and speak up about it. Because it's like, I see one of you, we have a Queen of Pentacles and we have a King of Swords. So you could be either or. You could be masculine, this is you as the Virgo, or this is you the feminine, this is the masculine, whoever. But one of you is more of an earthy energy, you're more practical, you could be someone who works really hard, and you could be someone who is very... You have strong family values. You could be someone who takes care of your family, you work, you could be taking care of things at home. This is like mother energy, very nurturing, very giving, very generous. And the other is a little cold and distant at times. They communicate quite well. They could be smart, intelligent, witty, even funny. But they have a side to them that comes across maybe not vulnerable, not showing emotion on the outside, so could be the stoic energy I picked up on, or maybe just a little cold and distant at times, okay? So I see with this Queen of Pentacles energy, it's like this Queen of Pentacles energy is ready to get things going. This Queen of Pentacles energy wants to take that leap. They're not hesitating about it. They're ready to get things going. But they feel like they are left waiting. So they feel like they're in a period where they have to wait on the other person a lot. Maybe the other person's getting busy, or maybe they've kind of pulled back a little bit. Whatever it is, they want to go, they're ready to take a leap and jump in, but they feel like they need to wait. And it's like while they're waiting, there's definitely a lot of fantasizing, there's definitely a lot of hoping. I hope things get better, I hope things don't stay like this. I hope things don't get worse. And there's something about coming up with different scenarios on why, what may be happening, why, what's really going on. You know, this Queen of Pentacles energy, some of you flip it, flop it if you need to, but I feel like regardless of your gender, if you're not the cold, detached, stoic person, this is going to be you. There's the Queen of Pentacles person seems to worry about a single independent energy because they're ready to go. They're ready to jump in. They're ready to take it to the next level in any way. Maybe it's to get married. Maybe it's just to make things official. Whatever it is, there could be worry, there could be doubts, there could be overthinking about this independent energy. Is someone just planning on staying single? Are they even on the same page with me? Are they not going to want to be with me after everything? Someone is kind of definitely thinking of all the different things that could go wrong, all the different things that could go wrong, but also fantasizing about the good times as well, the possibilities with this person. The Queen of Pentacles energy is already very loyal and committed to this other person. And they're really thinking and fantasizing and dreaming and hoping for a more passionate action taker energy with this person. You know, maybe at one point they were very passionate, they were very excited, they were very confident, and they were pursuing and taking action. But now this person has kind of turned a little more cold and detached. They still communicate. I do see that they're still communicating, but they're not showing this like super interested, passionate energy that they may have been showing in the beginning. Now that may even make the Queen of Pentacles energy more wanting to impress them more, wanting to look better for them, maybe feeling like maybe this person's getting bored. And they're definitely, like I said, kind of thinking of all the different reasons and making up scenarios in their head. Why are they not passionate anymore? Why are they not obsessed or infatuated anymore? They used to be so confident, so passionate towards me, and now they're the King of Swords energy. Do they even want to be with me, or do they want to stay single? Because this person is acting very independent. Now I see that this King of Wands energy in the center is definitely this Queen of Pentacles wish fulfillment. That's what they're wishing for. They want more of this. They want more interest. They want more excitement. They want more passion. They want to feel like this person desires them, is crazy over them, is just very interested and wants to move forward. That's what they want. So they're hoping for this. They're hoping that things get better. They're waiting. They're trying to be patient with the other person. Like I said, this person can be someone who works very hard. The Queen of Pentacles usually takes very good care of herself. She has nice clothing. She has the best of whatever she has. So she may be trying to brainstorm different ways of looking better and better each time they see each other. Maybe looking different each time, or more exciting, or more beautiful, because I was picking that up in the channeled message, to try and get this person more attracted, more passionate for them. That's what they're hoping for. So someone could be putting in a lot of work and effort into trying to do this. Now the other of you is also linked to the King of Wands energy. So it's the same thing, only with this other energy, there's something about confidence. Energy, confidence, vitality, attraction. It's like they may also be doing things without realizing. It's like they're trying to... The King of Swords can be a strategist. So this person uses their brain, their intellect, their intelligence to woo, attract, impress. Whereas the Queen of Pentacles may also do like gift giving. Maybe they spoil people, but it could also be like clothing and the way that they look. Okay. Queen of Pentacles can be a bit of a mother. So it could be like nice gestures, kind things, and gifts. And this person may use their brain to kind of do that. So they may think of, how does this person want their meal? How do they like their coffee? How do they like the temperature in the room? Different things that are very significant for Virgo energy. Everything must be perfect. Everything must be to their liking. Now, this makes that person very confident in themselves, is their ability to be smart, intellectual, witty, funny. Maybe this could be someone who practices conversations. Maybe when they're not around anybody, they talk to themselves. They think of different things to say, or they think of jokes. They may actually very much rehearse what they're going to say and what they're going to do. They may be a planner. They may be a strategist. They put a lot of mental energy in what they're going to do, whereas the Queen of Pentacles puts a lot of physical energy, maybe even finances, into how she's going to woo somebody. So with this person over here, it's like there's something about confidence and energy. If they are quite busy, if they don't have the energy to, you know, be a brain and think of all these things and think of their conversation beforehand, they may not feel confident. They may not have the energy. And if they don't have the energy to do all this work in their brain and their mind, maybe think of the conversations and how it's going to go, Both of you could be overthinkers, especially if you both have Virgo placements. But regardless, Virgo energy is in the reading because this is a Virgo reading. So there's definitely heavy energy around brainstorming, strategizing, thinking, planning. And what was the other one that I was thinking of? Communication. But it's like if this person isn't feeling confident or they don't have the energy to do all this extra work, they're not going to feel confident. And so there's an energy of waiting. They may feel that it's best to wait until they can perform at their best. That's what I'm getting. And the feminine, or the Queen of Pentacles energy, which could be masculine, feminine, doesn't matter. This person may get to a point where they're exhausted and they don't have the energy or the passion to do their Queen of Pentacles stuff, which could be, you know, shopping for the best clothes, putting together the best, sexiest outfits, or wearing, planning their jewelry to match their outfit, the makeup, whatever. Maybe it's something to do with dieting and working out. Maybe if they're super bloated that day, or they have, they're breaking out, that may cause them to lose confidence and passion, and they may want to wait. So if that's not happening with you right now as the Queen of Pentacles energy, this may happen later down the road after a prolonged duration of time of you doing so much, trying so hard, all these things, and everything's perfect and well planned and well thought out. After a while, I feel like it's going to dwindle your energy levels. It's going to dwindle your passion levels because, one, this person holds back. They're busy, they're independent, they're making you wait. And then you may feel like, do they even want to be with me? They're very cold, they're very detached, they've pulled back, they're very independent. They act like they don't need me. Regardless of how this King of Swords feels on the inside, because I feel like on the inside, they're very attracted. They're crazy for this Queen of Pentacles energy. This Queen of Pentacles energy is crazy for the King of Swords energy. You guys are both very attracted to each other and you're very passionate for each other. But if you don't got the energy, there's something about making each other wait. Right now, the King of Swords could be doing it first. I'm going to make them wait. I don't have the energy or the drive, or I'm mentally exhausted, whereas the Queen of Pentacles may get physically exhausted. The Queen of Pentacles has a lot of responsibilities. So, you know, maybe at some point she might not have so much work or so much responsibilities, but that may change because life, that's just life. You know, you may enter a period where you don't have enough free time like they may be right now. And then you have all these responsibilities with your home and your family. You may not have the energy. And if you don't have the energy to put all this work into yourself for the dates, you may not feel as confident. And if you're not as confident, you may decide to make them wait. Okay, so there's an energy. I feel like both of you will be doing it to each other, but one of you is doing it right now. Okay? You will have your turn. If you are the Queen of Pentacles energy, you will have your turn and you will see their perspective. That you're not doing it because of the reasons they may think. You're doing it because of lack of energy and confidence. So you may make them wait. But right now, or in the present, maybe in the near future, the Queen of Pentacles is the one that they want to take a leap of faith because it's connected to her. They want to take a leap of faith. They're ready to just pursue this. They want to take action. They want to see this person, but they feel like they need to wait. So while they're waiting, there's definitely a lot of overthinking, a lot of, you know, making up scenarios in one's head. Is this going to get better? Now I see that between the both of you, the Chariot and the King of Wands and the Knight of Wands. So in the center, there's a lot of action here. We have the Chariot, which is about moving forward victoriously. We have the King of Wands taking action, passionately pursuing with confidence. And the Knight of Wands, passionately pursuing and taking action. So maybe at one point this other person was acting this way and things were moving very quickly, or they seemed to be moving quickly. And then boom, you need to wait now. So it's frustrating. But I do see that in the center, it's like this will happen. You guys are moving forward, whether you feel that way or not. We have the Queen of Pentacles looking down at her pentacle. So he or she may find themselves getting distracted by responsibilities with time. You know, they may have their own life that they need to tend to, so they may be focusing on that. But we have the Chariot, and then we have the King of Swords focused forward. Okay, they're acting very independent. They have a lot on their plate, but you guys are still moving forward. You just don't feel like it. You guys aren't feeling like it, but you are. The Chariot's between you guys. So you may reach a point in time at the very beginning here at the top where it feels like both of you are not focused on each other. You may question, are things going to move forward? Are we going to move past this? Or does someone just want to be single? Do I just want to be single? But you guys are moving forward, okay? So we have the Fool. I do see especially this King of Swords at some point is going to take a leap of faith. They are going to come forward more passionate, more confident, and more of an action taker, taking the initiative and actually pursuing. And we have a conversation. So there is a conversation that this stoic King of Swords, possibly even the Queen of Pentacles herself, both of you may want to have a certain conversation, okay? This could be a conversation regarding wish fulfillment, which could be pursuing something to the next level, or could be about passion. So this King of Swords is strategizing this conversation already. If you're already seeing this person, they're already thinking of what they're going to say. Okay, they are somebody who really rehearses and they think about what they're going to say before they send it. I don't feel that this person is impulsive with their communication. They plan it out. They may even write it in their notes and then they edit it and then they read it out and no, I'm going to change it. So they are already strategizing a certain message, a certain conversation in regards wish fulfillment. So I'm getting it could be making things official, asking you to be with them. Could be something else. If you're already dating each other and you're already official, it could be proposing to you. It could be asking you to move in. There's something about a conversation about wish fulfillment. And because you're having to wait for it, or because you're waiting for action to be taken on something, you're waiting for the passion to return. There's a little bit of, you know, can I trust this? Is it really going to happen, or is it not going to happen? Okay. So, I mean, in the channeled message, it was like going on dates. So I feel like we could be making things official for a lot of you. But some of you, it's some other type of achievement or milestone in the connection. So this person, the masculine, some of you it's reversed. They're going to take action on this. They will. Right now, they're planning it out. They're strategizing on what they're going to say. And because they're putting a lot of power into their plan, their strategy, what they're going to say to you, and maybe their own personal life, they may be a little independent from you. Okay? Some of you may switch up on them and you may become independent on them as well, because you may need to tend to your responsibilities. Okay? You're not going to have all this free time forever, and they may not be so busy forever either. So they may find themselves with a lot of free time, and you may be the one that now you're busy, and it may switch. That's normal, okay? That happens in every relationship. There will be little phases and periods where you guys are not always on the same page and able to be as free as you're used to. So you may do that to them. They may do it to you. Both of you may want to speak up about this at times. You both may want to talk about it. Why are you, maybe I'm not hearing from you as much, or what's going on? Are you just busy, or you're acting very independent lately, or you're acting distant? You know, the Queen of Pentacles can also be quite distant because she's got a lot on her plate. She has a lot of responsibilities. So without, you know, realizing, the Queen of Pentacles may also behave like this in the near future. One of you or both of you will definitely be making sure to say something. Whether one of you lashes out because you may have a very vulnerable moment, or they may have a very vulnerable moment. It may be a lashing out situation, or you're just communicating. So especially if you do have a moment where you do lash out and it's because they're independent, they're cold, they're distant, I do see like some kind of a conversation about wish fulfillment. So this may have already happened, or it hasn't happened yet. You may talk to them about why they're acting a certain way, and you may have some kind of a talk about some kind of wish fulfillment. But there's still maybe action that needs to be taken on something, or they need to take action in having this conversation. Okay, different for different people. So in the moment, you may have to wait a lot. And you are waiting for someone to take action into this wish fulfillment. So in the middle here, they're having the conversation with you about it. But at the very end, you're still waiting for them to take action on it. So it could be a plan, it could be an idea, or it could just be a talk that you want to have about moving things to the next level. So there's still action that needs to happen, whether it be moving in together, doing the status online on Facebook, making it official, whatever. There's something about having the conversation and then still waiting for action, or waiting to pursue this, okay? So in the outcome, we have passionate new beginnings, a lot of passion, a lot of attraction, a lot of chemistry. This is a very sexual energy as well. And we have the Wheel of Fortune. So the wheel turning in your favor. Things are now starting to turn in your favor. So exactly how you wanted it to turn out, now it's happening. Things are working out for you. It feels lucky. It feels destined. It feels fated. And we have somebody putting in a lot of effort and energy. So I'm seeing like work is being paid off. If you've been putting a lot of work into each other, that's paying off. Things are now going in the right direction. And some of you are hoping for more effort, more action, more passion from somebody, because maybe they've been a little distant. So you're getting that. We have somebody putting in a lot of work. So this could also be like, you know, someone who's busy. They work a lot. Maybe you work a lot too. So you guys both could be very busy and preoccupied. Maybe they're preoccupied first, then you will be, and then they're free. It'll kind of switch up from time to time, and you guys may both have these thoughts and doubts. You both may tire yourselves out because you're doing a lot. They may get to the point where they're trying to communicate with you more about this wish fulfillment, but maybe while they're doing that, you find yourself a little busy and distracted with your everyday life. So you may end up doing it back to them, and then they may also wonder, what's going on? Do you just want to be single, or what's going on? Why are you acting independent? So you may find yourself feeling that way now. They may feel that way later down the road, and they may be trying to like, okay, let's talk about this now, but now you're busy. Okay, so both of you may find that you need to wait for each other. You may be waiting for them now. They may become ready to get this going in the future, and then you may become busy yourself, and now they have to wait for you. So let's take a look at your external energies. External energies for Virgos, dealing with Virgos or collective. We have the Knight of Wands. So we do have action. Someone is wanting to take action and pursue something. They want to see you. You want to see them. So now we have two Knight of Wands, which is a good sign. Before there was only one, which is why one of you is getting frustrated. One of you feels like, I'm ready. I want to get this going. What's going on with my person? Why aren't they on the same page? But now we have two Knight of Wands. So now somebody is catching up. They're ready. They're in a place where now they can pursue. And we do have the King of Wands. So now this person is ready to take action. They may be feeling more confident with the lion behind them. So it could be an energy of things were going on in this person's life. They may have not necessarily told you everything that's going on in their life, but it may be causing them to lack energy, drive, passion, and confidence. You know, this person could be wanting everything to be perfect all the time. Like I said, this could be someone who really rehearses and practices and plans and strategize how they're going to communicate with you. And they may even do this on a daily basis. Like they need to have their conversation with you be the most perfect, the most witty, the most positive outcome, the most mature way. Like they put a lot of effort into this stuff. You may not know that they really practice. This person may not be the greatest with being social, entertaining people. Yeah, something about maybe they're socially awkward and they may not actually be the greatest at starting conversations, communicating. Like they're very smart, they're very witty, so they are good at this stuff if they try, but maybe it takes them a little more work. So they could have something going on there where they could be maybe autistic. It could be something else. Maybe they have ADHD or they overthink. It takes them a lot more work than you realize. Just like you getting ready or looking perfect, super tidy, super clean around the home, whatever, that takes a lot of work, and they may not realize how much work you put into that. Like I remember when I was seeing somebody, I have so many animals and they're so dirty. They make so much mess. They get the walls covered in stuff. It's like, it's so messy, and I have to really clean the floorboards. I have to scrub. I have to clean behind the toilet. I have to clean the walls. I have to clean all the little stuff that goes on the walls for my incense that I burn. It's so much work, and it's all just to have someone over. And it's exhausting. It really is. It's like I love having that person over, but I also put in so much effort into making sure everything's clean and tidy and perfect. That's just how I am. That's my level of standard. So you may have your own level of standard that everything needs to be perfect, and they are the same. This needs to be absolutely well thought out and perfect and planned, because maybe they struggle and it's a little more work for them, and you put in so much work into whatever else you do as well. You both may get so exhausted at times, and it's like if you're not functioning at the level of standard you kind of hold yourself to, the confidence won't be there fully. So you may not want to see them on those days. They may not want to see you on those days where they're not feeling the greatest about themselves, their performance, their abilities, their skills, their intelligence, whatever it is. You know, maybe for the women, like I said, you may be bloated one day. You may have an ingrown hair. You may have pimples all over your face, or you had some accident happen with your hair. Whatever it is, on those days, you may not be the most confident, and you may feel very burnt out and tired, and I don't want to see them on this day. What's really going to help is you guys accepting yourselves on those days and being able to be comfortable with each other and, like, you know, show each other your true selves. You won't have to worry about all this. You'll know that they won't care if your place is not super clean. It's like, so what? You have a spot on the wall. They're not going to care. But until you can relax and get comfortable with that, there's going to be this push-pull, distant, making each other wait, not feeling confident. Okay, maybe it's just that you need a title. You need to be official. You need to know that they're your man or your woman before you can let it all hang out. So maybe that's all. And you guys will get there. Okay, so we have the King of Wands. Somebody is going to take action and pursue you. They are very attracted. You will see that side of them come back out. And for you, I mean, there's 2 King of Wands, there's 2 Knight of Wands. It's the same with you. They may wonder at times why you're not acting the same. And it's just because of energy and confidence. Okay? Maybe there's pride here too. Like maybe you're super proud of yourselves for how perfect you can get everything and look your, you know, your best, or sound your best, or be the most proactive. You know, there may be days where you're not performing as well and they're not performing as well, and that may kind of dwindle the confidence with both of you. They may not feel great about themselves because they're not performing the best with their communication. And you may not feel the best because you're not performing the best with, maybe it's physical stuff. You'll know what it is for you. Like it may not be physical stuff. It could be other things, but whatever it is, like you'll know. We have the 9 of Cups. We have wish fulfillment. Look at that. It matches the bottom. Whatever it is that you were waiting for this person to pursue and take action on, that is your wish fulfillment. For one, it is going to happen. They are going to pursue. They are going to make that wish fulfilled. And then we have the external energies. Someone is going to take action. Look at this. They will. They will do what you're hoping that they're going to do. They will go back to the way they were. We have the 6 of Cups. They miss you. This person really misses you when they're apart from you. So you may not know that because they may act very stoic. They may not act like they're super attracted to you and they're thinking about you. They may not act like that, or they may not act like that all the time. So it may come across inconsistent. It's just really hard to perform at that level 24 hours a day, every day of the week. It's just not possible. It is very exhausting, okay? Because of how much work it actually takes for you and how much work it takes for them. So you may not realize that, but that's what it is. They miss you a lot. So if you guys had to spend some time apart, maybe you got busy and maybe they were busy first, then they got free and now you're busy and now you guys had to wait. They missed you. The 4 of Swords, so you may spend some time apart, okay? The 4 of Swords, one of you may get sick. Maybe you can't see each other for a few weeks. Maybe they're sick, maybe you're sick, or it's just a break. Maybe they have to travel. Maybe they're super busy with work. And like I said, maybe they get free. Now they're ready to get things going and now you're busy. So you may spend some time apart. You may have a little breather, a little break, and they're really going to miss you. Okay, and the 2 of Swords. So there is some overthinking. There's some denial energy. It's like you start telling yourself that this may not work, or maybe they don't want you like that. There's definitely a lot of overthinking because of this break. And the 3 of Wands, waiting. Yeah, it's like you guys may spend a little bit of time apart, little break, little downtime. Maybe someone needs to recharge. Like I said, they may get exhausted, and you may get exhausted as well. And then you know, you guys are left waiting. You know, don't blindfold yourself, because you or them, you may not see things clearly while this is happening. You may start to think things that aren't true. Okay, so you may be in denial that this is even going to work or it's even going to happen, but it is. You're being asked to trust the process and hold your vision. Now let's get actions and intentions. Actions and intentions. Actions. The Queen of Pentacles. So somebody's actions are just to commit, to be loyal, to be dedicated, but they may also get busy. Okay, you could be the Queen of Pentacles. You may get busy at times. You have responsibilities. You have a lot of things on the go. But it doesn't mean you're not loyal. It doesn't mean you're not still committed to this. So that could go for you. That could go for them. You know, just because they're busy and they can't speak to you all the time doesn't mean that they're not loyal and committed and devoted to this. It doesn't mean that they don't want commitment with you. They're still committed. They still want this. But they get busy. That's just it. And intentions. Intentions. We have the Lovers. Wow. So they intend to be in some kind of connection with you. They intend to have union with you. They intend to have a very physical connection, which means they want to spend time with you. So they do want to spend time with you. They do want to see you. That's not the question, but some of you may overthink. You may start to doubt that, okay? So don't doubt that. What else? Let's get some damaged confessions. Damaged confessions for this person. You're my obsession, baby. So you may not even realize this person could actually be quite obsessed with you. You could be quite obsessed with them. And it's like they may not show it on the outside. You may not realize it, but you may not show it on the outside either. You may act super stable, super secure with yourself. You may keep yourself busy with other things. And you may actually do the same thing to them without realizing it, okay? So it's good to look at ourselves as well, because if we like point the finger, they're not doing this, but then we think about it and it's like, well, I'm not doing it either. So we have, in my mind, I can do no wrong. So they may not even realize they're doing anything wrong. You may get mad at them, you may get upset with them because they're acting cold and detached and super independent, and they may not actually see anything wrong with it. So it may take them some time to really learn you and your emotions and how you feel, because they may not realize that this is causing you distress. They may not realize that it's stressing you out. They may not realize you feel some way about it. So you will need to communicate how you feel about that, or they're not going to know, because in their mind, they don't see that they're doing anything wrong. And they're not really doing anything wrong. I see that they still communicate with you. It's just that they used to be the King of Wands and then they turn into the King of Swords. And that's going to make someone overthink. Naturally so. That will make someone overthink. And then they're waiting for an answer, waiting for a conversation, waiting for someone to take action on something. So let's see what else. We have intensity. It says deep feels, fears and triggers, uncomfortable, spiritual bond, feeling pulled, obsession, chemistry, runner, can't forget, and intuition. So you may not realize how intense this connection is for the other person, whoever you are. They may really just not show it on the outside. They just could be that type that does not show emotions on the outside. But look, on the inside, they're actually like crazy for you. They're obsessed. They feel pulled and drawn to you. They feel so intensely for you. It even scares them at times. So it could cause them fear. It could cause them triggers. You know, they could feel maybe not so confident all the time. They could feel like they need to be perfect all the time, and that's just impossible. It's a lot of work to be perfect. Trust me, I know. You know, and then people hold you to such a high standard. Oh, you're so beautiful, you're so this, but they don't realize how much work it actually takes to be that. You know? But there's something about you really not needing to do all this work on yourself and them finding you beautiful and comforting the way that you actually are. They may actually feel more comfortable with you when you're actually your true self. There's that. So you may not realize all the extra work you put into yourself and all the extra work they put into whatever it is that they do and whatever it is their thing. It may make both of you feel some type of way. You may both get these like insecurities that you need to be just as perfect. Okay, there's that. There is definitely a lot of beauty about reaching the phase in a relationship where you're both comfortable. It's a really good feeling. It feels so nice. It's not as heavy. It's not as tiring. It's not as exhausting. It's like, great, I don't need to try so hard, and things are still good. My person still likes me. We're still together. They're not going anywhere. But maybe one of you needs a title in order to let it all hang out. That could be it. Okay? Oh. We have, you make me look at myself and I don't like it. Okay. So keep in mind that these could be mirrored. You could feel this way about them. They could feel this way about you. One of you may make the other person look at themselves, and it may be kind of uncomfortable. Okay? It may be uncomfortable for this person to really take a look at themselves and be like, whoa, maybe what I'm doing is not in the best way, or I'm not perfect, or I need to work on this. I'm a failure. It's not so much that people can't stand to, learn things that they need to work on. Sometimes it's the feeling of, oh my God, I'm a failure. Oh my God, I did something wrong. They're not going to want me after this, or they're getting mad at me. I'm failing. I can't make them happy. Sometimes it's just thoughts like that really hurt somebody, or they make somebody uncomfortable, and they make them very self-conscious. Virgo energy is very critical, so this person could beat themselves up over it. And then their confidence isn't there, and then they feel like they need to wait until they feel better or they do better. There's that. So yeah, if something did crush somebody's ego, or it did make them feel a little insecure about themselves. It did make them feel like, oh my God, I'm a failure. This person is finding faults with me, or they're seeing my flaws. And like I said, with the channeled message, it could be this person that puts so much work into themselves, and they try to be perfect and exciting and new, and it's a lot of work. And so when you may find something wrong with them that you don't like, they really take it to heart. Okay, the King of Wands energy is in the center. So this all has to do with King of Wands energy, which they can be egotistical in the negative side, or just have a big ego, and they could be very proud. They could even have arrogance to them. I'm not really picking that up though, but there's something about like their ego, their confidence. Maybe they're very proud of themselves. They put a lot of work into something, and then for someone to come along and be like, hey, you're doing this and this and this wrong, I don't like it. It kind of makes them feel less confident. So then they feel like, oh, I need to wait. I'm not perfect, or I'm not ready, or I need to work on these things before I can come towards them, or before I can see them again. I need to work on this. So there's about a bit of waiting that they do. And it says, I hurt you before you could hurt me. Okay. So this could just be like distancing themselves before they feared that you would distance yourself from them. Again, it may have to do with the fact that you called them out on something, you said something to them, and it made them look at themselves, and they started to get these negative thoughts. I'm a failure. I'm a joke. I'm a loser. I can't do anything right. I'm not up to par. I'm not performing well. Like I'm not as good as I can be. There's something like that. Like they really took it to heart. So then we have an energy that they may have pulled away, or they may have become distant and independent from you. And they did this to kind of protect themselves. So that's a little secret of theirs. Okay, they may not want you to know that, but they did, their actions that they took, it did have something to do with feeling hurt, you know? And so they didn't want to feel hurt anymore. And it's like, oh no, this person is probably going to leave me. They're already finding things that they don't like. I'm a failure. They're going to leave, or they're going to find more things about me that they don't like. And so they started pulling back. Again, it has to do with confidence. Energy, confidence. Maybe they exhausted themselves. they weren't performing that well that day or that week, and you called them out. I don't like this that you're doing. And then they're like, oh my God. So this energy in the middle, which is like, we have Leo here. It's usually Aries, Sagittarius, Leo, but strong Leo with this card. It could be about, what was I going to say? Not pride, not dramaticness. This person can be a little dramatic, okay? That's something that you may not know about them. They could be like overly dramatic. So if you called them out on something, they were dramatic about it. They're like, oh my God, they're going to find more things about me, and there's so many things wrong with me, and I'm not doing well. I'm not performing well. I'm not being my best. They're going to see it and they're going to leave, or they're not going to like me as much. So there's that. It bothers me to see others interested in you. Okay. So that could be something that comes up in the future, or that's something that's already been happening. You may not realize it, but this person may see that you have admirers. They may look at your comment section. They may see it in person, that people look at you. Whatever it is, they do have a jealous side to them. Okay, if there are people that are interested in you and they know about it, they don't like it. They do not like it. It does bother them. So they have insecurities. If they're not doing their best and they're not perfect, and you keep seeing things that are wrong with them, you won't want them anymore, or you have other options available to you. Okay? So that worries them. So now let's take a look at your independent energy. Independent energy for Virgo placements, dealing with Virgo placements or collective. We have the World. So this is closing out an old chapter, starting a new one, an energy of being done and over and complete with something. And we have the Sun. So you could be closing out a cycle with being unhappy. Okay, you will be closing out a cycle with that. And I guess that's just because this person is going to step up and they're going to do what you want them to do. You guys are going to progress and they are going to put more effort. They may just have a little moment where they're kind of in self-pity. Like, oh, I'm not as good as I wanted to be for this person. And maybe they're busy, okay? There's that too. So they put in a lot of work into how they come across, and you caught them on some days that they weren't performing well, and they really took it to heart, so they pulled back. Now they're trying to prove a point to themselves that they're independent, they don't actually need anybody, they're okay to be alone, and that's so that they can protect themselves. And you're not happy during this moment. You have to wait. You're overthinking. Why are they acting like this? But that's coming to an end, okay? So you will be closing out a cycle with that energy where you're not happy. And we have the Three of Pentacles, which is working together as a team, working things out, collabing, cooperating. And we have the Two of Cups, getting on the same page. Beautiful. So you will work through this. This isn't forever. Whatever is going on in this person's life, they're going to get that in order. They're going to work on these insecurities or these confidence issues. And you may get busy yourself. That's going to help you see their perspective. That's going to help them see your perspective, because now they're wondering why you're busy. They're wondering, is it because you're mad at them, or what's really going on with you? They may say something to you. The fact that they are going to be vulnerable with you after you've been vulnerable with them, it may make you feel better. It may make you feel more comfortable with them. Okay, so that part could be for you as well, where they may have a vulnerable moment, and that may make you warm up to them. Oh, okay, they do care. They do have feelings. They are, you know. And we have the Page of Swords. A watching energy, maybe investigating, asking questions. We have having a conversation. So it's definitely about communication and having a conversation and moving past things together. Moving to calmer waters together. The Magician. You manifested this. You guys are manifesting together. And the Page of Wands. So things get more flirty, more exciting, more playful with you guys again. And maybe that's what you were manifesting. You wanted more passion. You wanted more interest. You wanted more fun. And you're going to get that. You're going to get to see that side of them. Okay, maybe they were kind of guarded from you, but you're seeing a more warm, playful, energetic side to them. And we have the 10 of Wands. There was some burden about this. And the 7 of Swords. And the 6 of Wands. I'm also getting energy of this person may have had a jealous moment, okay? They may have saw something and they may have gotten a little jealous. If this hasn't happened yet, it may happen in the future. Maybe you get busy when they're free and now they have all this time to overthink. And they may worry, they may see something, okay? Because we have like potential jealousy, we have causing stress and burden, and we have someone hiding how they feel, not being honest, not saying anything, and then we have someone getting a lot of attention. So one of you could be popular, or one of you could get a lot of attention, and someone may feel a little jealous of that, and they may not be telling you this, but they may say something to you in the future. Okay, because it does show here. It bothers me to see other people interested in you. You know, and then they might kind of lose confidence, but some of you could be you feeling this way towards them, but I see victory. You guys will have victory, okay? This could be their vulnerable moment. Your vulnerable moment is like, hey, why are you independent? Why are you cold? They may have one with you, okay? It'll be different for different people. Now let's get your blessings. Blessings. Teamwork. It says building an empire together. It says sharing drive and responsibilities. It says boosting one another up. And it says helping one another. Okay. So this person may really be like a really good teammate to you in the future. When you guys end up together, I do see that you will end up together. And this person you guys are going to really be working together. Okay. Sharing responsibilities so that you're not so busy and you can spend more time together. I feel like this person may like to help you out. You may like to help them out, whatever it is. I feel like you guys will make a very good team. Okay. And then we have transformation. You or someone that you love. New you, new look, new lifestyle, confidence, joy, happiness, and love. We have recovery. We have therapy. We have healing. And we have finances or health or love. So with transformation, I do see change coming in. Somebody may completely change. So if this person is acting some way, maybe they're stoic, maybe they're detached, maybe they're not showing emotion and they're not being vulnerable with you, that's going to change. They will show you that. Same with you. If you're not showing them or letting your hair down or letting it all hang out, that's going to change. You will change. Both of you are going to get to know each other deeper and you're going to show each other all parts of you. And that's exactly what both of you need. You need that because there's a lot of like doubts and insecurities as well and confidence issues, but it's really going to help. Okay. And it will change things. This person will warm up to you. They'll be more open. You'll be more safe with them. So you're also going to be more vulnerable and open with them. Maybe you'll show them your flaws and that makes them feel more confident, whatever. We have affirmation. It says people telling you things about yourself. We have clarity, confidence boost, and confirmation. So you will be receiving a blessing of affirmation. This is when people, could be this person that you're with, could be good reviews for your business, could be family members, friends, whoever, could even be strangers on the street. People are going to be affirming you, giving you validation, telling you things about yourself that they notice. And it's really going to give you clarity about who you are and how people really do appreciate you. They really do see you for who you are. And with that comes a lot of confidence because it's going to really confirm a lot of things to you. So that could be something that this person needs, maybe more verbal validation, or that could be something that you need. You're going to get that. Okay, you may consider giving that to your person as well, because that may be something that they need, and vice versa. All right, so that's beautiful, you guys. I really hope that that resonated for you. If it didn't, feel free to check your other signs. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe, and hit the bell so you can get notified every time I post new videos. Thank you.